Welcome back to H3 Weapon Deep Dive, day 22 of Meat Miss 2022. We're looking at the SPAS-15. That's the magazine-fed one, not the 12, which is the pump-action one. This is Home Shotgun magazine-fed SPAS-15, and look at our magazine. We got a 3, 6, 12, and a crazy 18 with the word Anaconda written on it. There it goes. That is preposterous. That was preposterous and rhinoceros. Get out of here, you silly thing. All right. This is the... Can you read that? French fry? SPAS-15? Ah, clever. Yeah. See how? But we don't have just one. We got 3. So we've got the SPAS-15, the SPAS-15 Compact. That's this guy. Here's the regular, here's the compact. Not that much shorter, it's still big. This one's huge, this one is big. And then finally, look at it bounce around. The tactical, for extra tacticalness, we've got rails, 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 rails. Folding stock? Folding stock? Oh, FDE, we're looking good. Looking good. Oh, these are gonna be fun. Let's check them out. Let's take a look at our French fry SPAS-15. We are going to load this thing with, where are they? Slug rounds, so I can see where they're going. This is a 12-round magazine, which is huge. That's because they're in line like that. So, controls. What do we got? Well, left on the trackpad is our safe and fire. It's our selector switch. Here's our magazine well. Down on the trackpad does not release the magazine. Can you tactical reload this? No. You got to pull these out manually by yourself. Here is our charging handle on the top, kind of ye olde M16 style. There we go. It is semi-auto out of the spawner, but there is a pump action mode on this, which is the cool thing about it. Here we go with semi-auto. Nice. Does not open it on empty. Put in a new magazine. Click, click, click. You got to charge it yourself again. There we go. So let's take a low power round like this red flare and see what it looks like in semi-auto. Oop, helps recharge it first. Well, it seems like it fires just fine in semi-auto. So what the hell's the point of the pump action? Well, I think in H3, these low power will still cycle the SPAS-15, but in reality, in the real world, you can use the pump action to manually cycle it. So let's try it instead like that. So let's put it in pump action mode. To do that, you grab with the offhand and you press up on the trackpad on your offhand like this. There we go. Now I can cycle it by pumping. And if I click now, so it won't cycle automatically. Cool. And to put it back, again, up on the offhand. You have to be grabbing the foregrip in order for that to work. There we go. Now it locks forward into semi-auto mode. Oh, that was my last round anyway. Moving right along to attachments. Well, what do we got on the base model here? Let's see what we can do in the way of rails. Nothing on the top, although, boy, it looks like it's almost meant for something on that carry handle, right? But no Picatinny rails anyway. Let's see what we can put on the barrel. Can we put a muzzle brake? We can put a muzzle brake. Can we put a suppressor? Hey, we can suppress this shotgun. How about a barrel extension? Yes, and rail adapter. Yep, so you can get rails on it that way. Battle spatula. There we go. Now we're talking. Foregrip on the foregrip. No, that would be a little uncomfortable. That looks like a fixed stock, so you can't take it off. Oh well, so that covers it for the base model. Moving on to the compact model. Well, now you got a folding stock. There you go. So you can do that. Other than that, it looks pretty similar. Pretty similar to the base model. It is just a little bit shorter on the barrel. Not much, but you got the folding stock on this one. And finally, on the tactical, Wow, look at all the shiny coppery looking stuff on there. You got the match trigger. You got the cool paddle on here, which is probably not, no, it's not modeled. Oh well. You got the both sides charging handle. That's slick, no longer having to charge down the center line. You got the pump with the, what do you got on the rails? Let's see, you got rail on the top, you got rail on the left, you got rail on the right, you got rail on the bottom, you got rails for days. You've got a folding stock. Yes, it'll fold partially. Will it extend? No. So it's a little stubby kind of stock. Let's see how it feels there. Oh, geez. Yeah, it gets right up in your grill. If you put a red dot on it, you're probably going to want it mounted a lot farther forward than you're used to. Yeah, so that's a real stubby tight quarters kind of stock on that guy. Let's see if the muzzle brake will go on this. No, I'm done with you. See if the muzzle brake will go on. It looks like it's already got one on there. Well, it'll replace it. How about the suppressor? Yes, that will go. And barrel extension. Yep. And muzzle brake. That's not a muzzle brake. The rail adapter. That will go. And the battle spatula will go. All important battle spatula. Now, can you put the... Now, does that work in pump action mode? Okay, so I had to take my hand off of this and back onto the regular grip in order to turn on pump action mode. Let's see if I can... Can I make it go? All right, that'll go. Yes, you can grip this additional foregrip and work the pump. Neato! Which means, I bet I can put it on the side. Ha-ha! Now we are talking. Finally. Oh, is the top... Oh, there's a top forward rail. I almost missed the top forward rail. Look at that. You can put your red dot way out there if you really wanted to. Oh, tactical. What do we got in the way of sights on this guy? Well, it looks like we got a fixed rear notch and a fixed front post, and they're both mounted pretty close together. But that's not bad. Hey, it's real easy to see that front post. It's really huge, and the rear notch isn't very deep, but it's deep enough so you can get a good eye on it. Let's see how we do. Quite a bit of kick on it, but not too bad. It looks like it's kicking down. Huh. Weird. All right, pretty good sights on the base version. And I'm looking on the compact, and it has got identical sights on the compact. Let's look at the sights on the tactical, and it looks like we've just got some flat rails. Oh, it's worse than that. So the rail's obstructed by that guy. Oh. Yeah, not helping you any. Let's see what it looks like with that forward placed red dot. Well, that's much better now, isn't it? Almost as if it was designed for that. Recoil test. We're going to do 12 rounds of slug. Semi-auto, pulling as fast as I can. Here we go. .17. That's really, really, really good for 12 gauge slug semi-auto. Are you kidding? Cheat mode. On to the muzzle brake. Ooh, 8. Not any better. So I think... No, there's no muzzle brake looking thing on the end of it. Disappointed. Let's try the suppressor. Ooh, that felt a lot better. Ooh, 9.42. Use the suppressor. That seems to be the way to go. Wow. On to the compact. Let's see if this shorter barrel changes the recoil behavior at all. Hey, 8.92. It did noticeably, well, maybe not noticeably better, but it did better. All right, let's try the muzzle brake on this guy. No. That was all over the place. What is up with the muzzle brake on these guns? You stay there. You're trouble. And finally, the suppressor. Let's see if it's as good on the compact as it was on the regular. Yeah, 8.58. Well, not as much of an improvement, but it's still quite good. And finally, the tactical. Let's see if this thing has any effect. Almost a dead 8. 7.92. About the same. And with the replacement muzzle brake, well, that was a lot better. 9.5. You're unreliable, but when you work well. And finally, the suppressor. Oh. Well, 7.92 is nothing to scoff at, but better without it. Well, there you have it. The Franchi SPAS-15 in 3 different flavors. Regular, compact, and extra spicy. Till next time, I will see ya. Woo! Got one more. I can't even put the magazine on the table. I gotta lean forward. Cheater! Woohoo! Fun times. Fun times.